How many kids do you have?
We have 3. I have 7. But we're talking about a couple more.
Really?
Yeah. I love
That is a
love the
whole
kids.
lot of kids.
That's a good chunk of kids.
Why more?
Because it's an uplifting experience. It's a joyous experience for me. These new human beings that come into your life, these children that are your charge, in many ways, but they're also your tutors. They teach you so much about life, remind you so much about life. The simple beauty of life all the time is evident in watching your children grow up. And so the closer I am to that, the happier I am.
How would you describe what you think you're like as a father?
I think I'm a good father. I think I'm fair and sometimes a little scary. And
How are you scary?
well, I think you need to be able to have the voice that stops a child in its tracks. If you have a kid that's running out into the street, you hope that you've established in them something that says, "Oh, that's the voice. I better just stop." There it is. There are consequences to that might be not good. Also, somebody has to, administer justice in the household. There has to be a hierarchy and an understanding, and you try to be good to your kids and explain things. But there are some things that you just need to point to and say, "Look, this is a bad idea," and to take my word for it. That goes pretty well.
How do you think your upbringing impacted you as a father?
Well, like I said, I had no examples of fatherhood, except I did have Gordon to a point, and so up to there I was pretty good, telling the truth, try to be decent to all people. Those are good things, to be respectful of all people, and to be a gentleman, as a man, and be a young lady. I think those are still terms that can be applied in our society, and an expectation of good behavior. It's like how to be decent to people. Just, allow everybody their space, and as Emerson said, say their name with all the honors any king or queen would ever be given. To be respectful of people, and to find them. I find all people fascinating and interesting and deserving of that kind of attention. And then, there are certain corners you shouldn't stop on. There are certain people that will prove to you that you've gotten as much from them as you can in a short span of time, and you do not need to stay there.
You mentioned your first child now in her 30s.
Right.
How do you think you've evolved as a dad from when you
Well,
first had a kid?
It's funny. I think I was
today?
a pretty good dad to her. She was the first that Spencer, my daughter Spencer. She was the first one, right? So I guess I cut my teeth on her a little bit. But I was always I was with her all the time when she was younger. When I had my second wife, we spent a little more time apart, and I'm not sure that was helpful. You come back around. You have enough time. You get to restore all the sense of love and intimacy that can be there between a father and a daughter, especially. And I think that's all there now.